Madu in seat 5. We have Johnny in 6, Sobahn in 7, Joey in 8, and Yoochan in 9.
And Jordan is our dealer tonight. So we do have a straddle on the button from Joey. And Jivvy has called the straddle, $10 straddle. Jose's, oh, there's a $35 raise from Madu. Thank you. Madu had raised it to 35. Yoban had called to 35. That's back to Jivvy. He's got raisin chips, Mike. He sure did. He made it 160. Madu folds. Yoochan folds, and the straddler Joey is going to relinquish his $10 straddle. So he limps in for 10, gets a $35 raise, and then re-raises to 160. That's the way to take it down. And Yoochan is going to straddle 10 on the button. Jose in seat 1 will be the small blind, and Andy will be in the big blind.
We have several players returning from other appearances on previous weeks. I do believe new players to the stream. I don't remember seeing Johnny on the stream before, Madu, or I'm not sure if Joey has been on the stream
No,
yet.
I don't think Joey's played. I don't think Chris Ochoa's played either.
I think Ochoa played in the PLO game.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, though. That might be incorrect.
We have definitely 3 new faces, but we also have 5 regular faces, which is awesome.
Are they all one? Yep.
So we have two-way hands of Joey raised and Yoochan on the button called his straddle. Flop is King 10 Jack Rainbow.
That's got to be a board that hits a few players here.
Joey checked, but he's calling a $50 bet from Chan. Turn is a 4 spades. Excuse me.
I feel like Chan may have a jack in this spot.
The button.
I think if he had a naked ace, he would probably just check it back.
So Yoochan's going to lead out with 100 on the turn, and Joey announces a fold.
Joey tries to take out the overhead camera with the fold.
Yeah.
Comes a little short.
His arm's not as strong as it was when he was a kid, I guess. It looks like Jivvy has a lot of chips in front of him.
Joey and Sobahn having some entertaining fun with their tipping bills. Big stack of Georges there.
Yep, George was a good man. He never told a lie. So there's no straddle on the button from Jose in seat 1. He's just going to let the blinds do their thing. Jivvy's going to fold to $5, and Madu's going to play a hand. Yoochan's going to raise it up just a little bit. 35. Jose says no thank you. And he's pretty much going to defend with... no, he let us down. Ochoa's going to fold.
Raise 35. Might get through here. Although Madu doesn't call 5 to fold to 35. It looks like he might be thinking about a re-raise. Seems unlikely though.
No, it's just going to be a... Does he want to gamble with his 4-5 suited?
He says, I thought we were just going to limp around and see a flop.
Right.
What's this raise stuff?
A nice, easy $5. That's all I wanted to put in there.
This is a friendly game. What's going on here? Oh, he is looking for a raise.
He's cutting out them chips. Yeah, he's cutting out them chips.
He's picking up double the amount needed to call.
Oh, there is a green chip on the table. It's still 35, correct?
Oh, and he's picking... Oh, he put a stack of res. That looks like it's going to be 110, if I'm guesstimating correctly. Might end up being 115 with... nope, it's 110.
How about one?
Oh, excuse me, 135.
Yes,
Pardon
135.
me. Pardon me.
So you put 100 on top.
Joey's broken out in his traditional animal noises of some kind. He has a habit of doing this.
They must have guessed how many ones were in there. The vending machines are paying off.
Paired board.
King, king,
that
9.
Looks good for a pre-flop raiser. And a pre-flop 3-better. But it checks around. Slow played king, maybe?
Queen, jack. $25 after a $100 raise?
Down bets to a quarter.
Wow. He wants a call.
Desperate value. That's got to be a good king right there.
And he got it. The diamond's going to come on the river. Nope. He checks.
That completes one straight, but it's unlikely.
Aces and kings.
Oh, aces. Okay.
What a hand. He limped in
All
with
right.
aces. Wow. Way to go. Madu. That is a scary board for aces.
Yeah, especially after your opponent calls, you got to put him on possibly having some type of king because it's a likely calling hand.
I don't
King,
know how he bets
queen,
25.
ace, king,
Well, I
maybe
bet
even
25
king,
when you
jack
have to
type of
fold to a
hands.
raise.
And then to see 2 kings on the flop, ugh.
That is gross. Yoochan's going to reload for 400. $20. Man, limping in with aces. He got exactly what he wanted.
He did.
The hard part was he got
the board texture.
Well, that and the.
But results-wise, turned out good.
Yeah.
We got a straddle on the button this hand. Looks
Yeah.
like 15. Andy usually does 15.
Yoochan's trying to get some chips back. He's going to re-raise to
Looks like 40.
40.
By the way, the chips in play today, if you're not familiar with Rounders chips, the green chips are $25 chips. The red chips are $5 chips. And occasionally, I don't see any out on the table yet, but there may be the appearance of a black chip. Blacks are 100.
Andy calls on the straddle. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button as you're watching us and hit the like and the notification bell, and you'll be able to see all of our clips that we've put out from all the games and all the final tables. Really an enjoyment to watch.
A7-4 with 2 clubs. That looks like a good hand for Yoochan, who raised pre-flop. And he's going to continuation bet, say, yep, I do have an ace. I told you I had an ace. I still have one.
Yep, I let out with
and
a
he
small
says,
ace.
sure, I just defended my straddle. I didn't hit. It's all right. Next time I'll get you.
Yeah, next time. And Ochoa's going to straddle for 10.
Ochoa got me good last week. I had dwindled down on chips a little bit, and he was stuck a little bit too. And we got into a hand with ace-jack versus 3-4. He flopped the bottom end of a straight, and I floated with an ace. I hit an ace
Oh, no.
on the turn, and it all went in. And, of course, I was completely drawing dead. So he got me to check raise him all in, drawing dead.
Oh, wow.
That's always a fun feeling to do that. You know what I mean?
No fun.
Yeah,
So you caught the card you did not want to see.
that's right. His bet on the turn, I'm folding just about anything except the ace.
Jose's coming in for a raise. He's got a hand. He did a $50 raise. Jivvy's going to fold. Madu is going to fold.
Sobahn limped in for the straddle.
He's going to fold.
He's going to let it go too, and Ochoa's going to look at the straddle and go, oh, well,
Yeah.
that's $10 thrown away. Not this time. Sometimes straddles turn out good. Sometimes they just don't pan out.
Right. Jose's not coming in with light either. You know, he's been playing this. I've been playing with Jose a lot.
Yeah, Jose's not the guy you want to have raise your straddle.
Right. That's for sure. So Jivvy's going to let the button straddle fade for a hand. Just let the blinds take control.
Just a reminder for viewers watching at home, the stack of bills behind Joey's chips are not in play on the table. They are for tipping the dealer or providing a cash gift to the dealer. They don't count in any of the poker hands, as is standard.
Andy raises to 20. Ocho calls 20. Jivvy on the button is going to fold. Madu folds. Johnny's going to call 20. Sobann's calling 20. And Joey, of course, is going to call the 20.
Too juicy now. Can't fold
Just a
no matter
little
what you had.
five-way
You came
action.
in for $5 with something.
Yeah. 120 out there? Or 100?
Hopefully he waited for 7 deuce and he's good to go
Yeah.
now.
3-7 deuce on the board. Complete rainbow.
Well, if the pre-flop raiser had an overpair, he's probably good. Let's see what Andy does. Looks like a C-bet. Pretty healthy one, too, about half pot or so.
Ooh, $75. We asked him to spread a stack so we can tell what all his chips would be. So we asked the players to do that to help us out right now. It's hard to see what they're betting from the bird's eye view. And Andy takes
Queen
it down.
9. Overcards.
Wow. What do you show?
Overcards sometimes
King,
just as
not
good
queen
as
nine?
overpair.
Wow.
Especially when no one connects.
Yeah.
7-3 deuce. Decent chance no one connected.
He had 3 people to check and only one behind him to act, so
And like I
you
said,
can't check it and win.
as the pre-flop aggressor, you can represent the overpair.
Oh, we doing bomb pots tonight? Do you guys know?
Looks like we've got a little dealer change. Kids coming in.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got a bomb pot here. I see people posting blinds, so maybe not. It always depends on the table. Sometimes players just don't want to do that. That's fine.
They're discussing it now as we mentioned it to ourselves. Yep.
Oh, they hadn't determined yet. Of course, the table just got started. This is the first dealer change.
No, there ain't no bomb pot.
So they're just going to play a regular hand this time.
So if y'all don't know who's viewing now, we had a final table yesterday of the 20,000 guaranteed triple stack that you can catch on YouTube tonight or tomorrow whenever you're viewing it. A really good final table last night, so hopefully you check it out.
If it helps you guys out to watch it, you can look in the description, and I've put some time indexes that YouTube lets you click directly to that spot in the video. That'll help you jump right to the action of what you want to look for.
Tony's just getting a count. No one's rebuying. He's just getting a count of what's in his bin. Oh, Joey bumps it up 100.
Out of the big blind. Joey says 25's nice, but not enough.
No, he limped
Andy's
in.
going to call, and
Oh,
Sobahn
wow.
lets it go.
Heads up. Let's see if an ace comes out there. Ooh, Queen 9-4, 2 clubs. Continuation? Or he's
Joey
gonna
checks
check?
to see if he's got clubs or not.
He flopped the set.
Reaching
said,
for chips.
I bet it.
Tosses out a couple of them. Looks like 125.
Andy is not wasting
Andy
no
didn't
time of
check
calling.
for clubs. He knows he has 2 of them.
Woo! We got a brewer. Queen of hearts on the turn, Mike.
Oh, another queen. Now we got a paired board.
Andy's going to bet it.
Does Joey check for pot control?
Or did he have a
Or
monster?
because
Is he
he's
checking
not
a monster?
sure that he's got the best hand now? It's hard to say. Andy keeps
Joey
going.
snap calls.
Joey's not done yet.
Another 125. The river is the 10 of diamonds.
Flush remains incomplete, but 3 queens is probably
Andy has
good.
a 4. He's bet his 4. Kings, ace 4. I
Kings
told
and
you he had a
ace 4.
4. God
Kings and queens
dang.
gonna win there.
I knew he had a 4.
Pairing the board slowed down the action a little bit. A couple of those bills float off the top and land right in Kid's tray.
Kid got a tip. Thank you for tipping tonight, Joey.
Dealers always appreciate those very kind cash gifts. Always appreciated.
He limped in, and I think he limp raised, Mike.
It lets us see the chat.
Ochoa's going to raise.
Yeah, if anyone is chatting, we can see it there.
Ocho raised to 30. Jivvy is called. So it came around to Ocho. He raised the 30. He got 4 callers, Mike. Jivvy, Joey, and Jose called to raise.
A lot of people seeing this flop. 8 Jack 7.
With 2 clubs.
Clubs again. Clubs are hot.
The turn is the 5 of hearts. Almost like, oh, there's
Chris
a bet.
is going to represent the Happy Meal. See if anyone believes him.
Everybody folds.
Everyone says, of course he's got it.
Queen 3. Wow. Way to show.
Best hand won. Best hand won. Betting for value on that one.
Way to go, Chris.
All right, I must attend to other duties. Be in the box for a little bit. I'm going to pass this off to Al. Al's in the box in the
Hey, Al.
studio here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me take over for a little while. And have fun over there on your duties here at Rounders Card Club. We do have a business to run.
We do have a $50 deep stack, $1,500 guaranteed tournament tonight at Rounders Card Club, where we have 36 minutes before it starts. So please come on out, join the tournament, come out, watch the live action we have going on. Where are we located, Al?
Over here, Almas Creek Shopping Center at the corner of Northwest Military Drive and Hebner. Rounders Card Club. Come on out tonight. Last week we had a great tournament. $70 gets you a seat and your time, and $50 goes towards the prize pool. And so how's it going tonight, Dave? JT?
We're getting a lot of good action early. Andy's doing his typical betting, and looks like he bet 75 and got called by Yoochan with a 5-6-3 board. Ace of hearts on the turn now.
Looks like we have a lot of the usual players here. Jose Palomino in number 1, Andy number 2. Where's the action?
There's a king of hearts on the river completing a flush, but Andy had raised pre-flop. Yoochan has called his bet.
3 hearts.
Andy shows 3-4 for a pair of 3s, 6-7 for a pair of 6s. Yoochan will take down a little $300.
Yoochan, seat 9.
He's looking for the 4 for the straight.
Looks like the button is in seat 8.
Yeah, it's Joey.
Getting ready to start the next hand. Blinds will be seat 9 and seat 1. Andy will be first act, seat 2. Here we go with another action-packed evening at Rounders Card Club. Rounders Live.
No straddle, so action's under the gun at Andy folds. Chris folds. Comes around to Jivvy. He's going to fold. Oh, Johnny's going to play a hand. He's going to limp in. Sobann's limping in. Joey's limping in, so now it's on the small blind, big blind. Who go? Check, check. Flop is 10, 5, 10. I'm only going to guess one of those players has a 10. He bets $15. 3 chips represents 3 tens to me. Joey rakes at 30, meaning he has 4 tens. There's a 5 of clubs on the turn, which is a double paired board. There's a check and a bet of 40 from Joey. Yoochan has not decided what he wants to do yet.
Pretty solid player right there. Going over what he thinks has gone down in the hand.
Well, if he only has a pair in his hand, if Joey had a 5 or a 10, he's beat. So he relinquishes. He could have hit his 5. Maybe he'll show. He shows a 5.
He lays it down. Yep. Full house.
It's good to be good.
Got the smaller one, but moving on to the next hand. Button will be seat 9.
Yoochan.
Yoochan.
I want to give a shout out to Roy and Lisa Miller, who's out watching tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the stream. We got a raise from Sobahn to $15.
Yoochan snap calls, as well as Jose. Andy comes along. Chris Ochoa gets out of the way.
King Jack 7, 2 hearts.
4 players in this hand.
For the best.
Checks around.
How's the Queen of Spades get out there?
Well,
2 spades, 2 hearts.
Straight possibility. Andy leads out.
Yeah, 25. Sobahn has called, Al.
He sure did. Play goes over to Yoochan, seat 9, shuffling his chips, contemplating. Still has Jose Palomino behind him in seat 1.
He's raising to 125.
Oh, big raise.
He put 100 on top.
Jose gets out of the way instantly.
Andy folds.
Andy gets
So-
out.
Sobahn folds in disgust like, why'd you bet, Andy?
To take
I can only beat you.
He's a smart player. He said, I'll just take it down right here.
Yeah. 100 on top, it's hard to call.
Yep.
Represents a very strong hand.
Moving right along, Jose Palomino, seat 1, button. Blinds will be Andy and Chris Ochoa. Jivvy, seat 4, be first to act. 5 to call.
Jivvy has a lot of chips in front of him, but he came to the table pretty stacked.
He likes to buy in big.
Yeah.
He does, and he picks his battles very well. You'll see him fold a lot. When he's in a hand, he's going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, that's for sure. He doesn't mess around. Yoochan raised at 35. Ochoa's going to call.
Some of these regular players are really getting to know each other here at the 5-5.
6-3 king on the flop.
A little bit of a rainbow.
That's going to hit the razor one. It's going to hit the collar. Ochoa, what are you going to do? He must have checked. Because Yoochan's cutting out chips. He's got about $50.
Ochoa chipped up earlier with a nice trade. I saw that.
Yeah. He's doubled up already. Who he calls. He's got a piece of that board.
Was it $35 or was
50.
it
It was
$50?
a $50 bet. Ochoa checked the flop. Yoochan bet it. Chris called. Turn was the 9 of diamonds. Or is the 9 of diamonds. We're still present.
One of every suit on the board. What's that game y'all play with where you try to do that with all the different suits?
Badoogie.
Badoogie.
That is a Badoogie board.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, $100 bet on the turn.
Is that Ochoa?
Ochoa called. Ooh, the king of hearts. On the
Oh my, somebody like that.
He just got counterfeited.
You think Chris got counterfeited?
Yeah, I think Chris got counterfeited.
And who do you think might have that king? Yoochan.
Yoochan could have a king, or Chris is going to lead out.
You think so? It looks like it. You could be right. He's reaching for 100.
He wants a call because there's 400 out there.
Well, if he's doing...
he announced a bet. He said 250.
Okay, I'm starting to believe him.
215. He's not putting Yoochan on a king. He's thinking his six and kings are good.
You think,
He folded.
Yeah. Well,
Wow, nice pot, Chris. You want to show one card? Do it. Do it. He can't. What a good bet.
Big a game.
That was a good bet, huh?
Sure was. Yeah. A little risky. So I'm starting to think that you're right about him having that king.
Yeah.
And you said maybe a king 6. Well, it looks like a straddle. Andy in C2 where the button is.
Yeah, and he's going to raise a $15 straddle most likely. That's what he's been doing.
Yeah, moving
It's
right
15.
along. Be first act will
Ochoa
be
is still stacking up a nice little pot.
Madu will be first act. Madu's been a little quiet.
Johnny's been calling. Oh, he raised this time to 30.
Popped it up.
I think like a min raise.
Sobahn gets out of the way. Joey folds. Yoochan likes to play a lot of hands. He's in.
He's trying to get his money back from Chris.
It's on Andy. Andy comes along.
Wow. Andy put a $30 straddle. That's what they called. They didn't raise.
Is that right?
Wow.
Is it an unlimited
I don't know how they do that
I thought
straddle.
we had a $25 limit on that.
It looked like 30.
Yeah.
Deuce 4 king with 2 hearts, 1 spade, king of spades. Johnny's coming out firing. I mean, 45-55. Yoochan calls. It's 35. Andy folds.
Looks like a heads-up battle.
Yeah, we're going to the turn. Turn is the ace of clubs. That's definitely one of these guys' range. What's Johnny going to do?
Stacking chips. Puts it out there. 50?
50. Good call, Al. Yoochan is focused on that bet. Does he want to raise? He's going to fold. He can't bet a king or an ace. So he lets it go.
Oh, okay.
Nice pot, Johnny. I think it's your first one tonight, which is at least you're getting a win.
Yeah, you're not having much fun till you win a hand.
It's hard to win out here.
Let's see. The button moves to the 3 seat. Ochoa. It looks like he's straddling. Like a $10 straddle, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to see.
Thank you for watching tonight. If you have any questions, just type it in the chat. Let us read it and answer back to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. and check out all our videos that we have on there. We do have another final table coming up from last night. Super exciting. Super exciting. You got to see some of these hands. It was a madhouse the way these kings were getting crushed all night long. Pocket kings lost again a couple times last night, Al.
Wow.
Crazy.
Crushed
crazy.
by an ace?
No. By other card. Two pairs.
Right?
It was wild.
2 hearts, queen and 4, and a 10 of diamonds on the flop.
It went check, check to a 6 of hearts on the turn.
And we have 3-way action. I'll make that 4. Four players.
There's a $50 bet, and Ochoa called.
Ochoa
called.
Looks like we're heads up, Johnny and Ochoa. Another king. Oh, no. There's a king, queen.
Johnny checks out his hand, goes, I can't beat a flush.
3
Ochoa can't beat a flush either.
Ace
6. Ace 10.
Pair of 10s.
Ooh. Ochoa had the nut flush draw and missed it. He has to call on the turn once that 6 gets there.
Alrighty. We've got a nice list to back up if we do have any empty seats coming up here. We do have an abundance of players waiting. There's 4 cash tables as we speak. 1-2 limit also. Here at Rounders Card Club, lots of action. 4 1-2 live tables as we speak, and we also have, of course, the 5-5 no limit in the high society room that you're watching now. Here we go, around $5 to call. Andy just bumped it.
The 25. Ochoa's going to call.
Jivvy decides to come along and join the party here for some pot building action. Johnny's going to call it. Madu called. Johnny called. Joey's in.
6-way action now. This is a pot brewing.
6 players. Here's our flop.
Well, we got us 2 diamonds and a spade, a 3 queen 9. Really going to shut things down for most of these players.
Madu checks. Johnny checks.
No, Joey bet.
Joey bet.
40. Ochoa is going to call. What's Jivvy doing? Has he got raisin chips on there? I see a bunch of green ones he's shuffling.
Let's see.
He called.
Called the 30. The 40 was it?
40 it is. Everybody's got a piece of this board out. 40 times 5. Only
Still have 5
200.
players. That means this pot is going to grow.
7 of hearts cannot help anybody. So we got Madu checked, Johnny checked, Joey checked, Ochoa checks. Now it's up to Jivvy.
All the way to the button.
Wow.
He checks.
What's going on here?
I think somebody's trapping.
The ace of diamonds got there, completing the
yeah.
flush draw for somebody.
Somebody was fishing. That's what happened. I must have 2 players trying to get a diamond. Somebody's in trouble.
Everybody check. 2 pair, ace 9, ace 9.
There's the 2 diamonds. They're small.
That Jivvy?
Yep. Jivvy's taking it down.
How you not bet that?
I don't know how he does
If you call
bet.
for that card, how can you not bet it?
Well, you know, it's a little baby. I mean,
He's just happy to check and take it down.
Wait, let me tell you,
As soon as everybody check that, you got to realize you're good.
that's not a bad pot, you know.
That's a great pot.
And you know, that's how he collects chips, by not putting them out there and risking them.
That was $200 on the flop plus pre-flop, so he's got a $400 pot right there.
See, what do you think he would do if he put 100 out there and somebody went to 300?
He's calling.
But
he can only call.
But you know that
No one's going to check the nuts there.
if somebody calls him, they probably have him beat.
Yeah, if they call him, if he bets 100 and they call, he shows a flush. I'm sure Johnny might have called with top
I think
2.
that's why he would check, to play it safe.
Yeah, I mean it's a small flush, but if you're calling all that betting for it to get there, and it gets there,
He's a smart player.
yeah, it was 5-handed, so 6-handed at first.
Minimum risk there is what I see. Moving right along, next action here. Looks like another great action.
A show a raise. He's getting 5-6. This 6-way action again. Everybody has such great hands right now. It's crazy.
Never a dull moment here at Rounders Live. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Ace 8-8, 2 hearts. A paired board.
If you're out there watching, go ahead and type something in there so we can chat.
Jose's leading out on a paired board flush draw. He's
What'd he
betting
bet?
his ace. He's betting an ace.
75?
Yes, 75.
Pretty
Usually you bet three bets on a thing. You gotta put them on an 8.
Well, there's a
That's
hundred-
how I.
bet 75 into over $100 pot. So
Well, if you bet
If
3 increments of 25,
There's
which
two
means
players.
you got 3 of a kind to meet.
he's up against Jivvy. Two
And
tough players.
4 spades on the turn. If he bets again, he's got
2
an 8.
hearts, 2 spades.
If he checks, he's got an ace. With
The
no
board
8.
is
Oh,
paired.
here comes the 8.
Okie dokie.
Now he's betting big.
150.
150. Jivvy could just be on the flush draw thinking, well, if he's got an 8, I can catch a heart and beat him.
Well,
He relinquishes.
he doesn't have an 8.
Jose's
obviously,
never going to show his hand.
But button moves over to seat 6, Johnny, who apparently took a little break.
Nice little pot for Jose.
Sobahn will be small blind. Joey, seat 8 will be big blind for stack. Yoochan in seat 9.
As Mike pointed out earlier, all those $1 bills are tipping bills from in front of Joey.
Yeah.
No
So,
cash changes hands here.
So
Except
Joey,
with the cage, the cash
Joey
cage.
has a vending machine business, and he's also got one of his vending machines here at Rounders. And what he does is, one day I asked him about them, and he says that all those ones that are the ones he gets out of those machines, and that's what they were doing earlier, counting, because he counts them and stacks them and puts them away. So those are all out of his business vending machines that he has throughout the city of San Antonio.
Well, that's very nice. So he's got a nice little stack of ones there.
A vending
For
machine
shipping.
business. Old school. That's an old school business.
This is like the same flop as last hand, only it's ace 8 instead of ace 8.
Oh my.
With 2 hearts.
Tell you what.
And he comes out firing.
American Airlines out there. The pocket rockets would be quads there.
That's not going to show up. Look.
Looks like
Jose had ace 8 last time fired out. Jivvy called. Now Andy's firing with ace 8.
or heads up.
And Jivvy's calling again. Is he on those flush draws?
Oh.
They were playing with the $1 bills. That's funny.
All right, somebody's got to have
Andy's
an
going
ace.
to continuation bet, try and get Jivvy to fold.
Yeah.
Looks
If he
like
calls,
125.
if he calls, he's got to have an ace. What do we got out there? $175 pot. Andy's been out 125. No sense calling unless you have an ace.
Jivvy's
Oh,
calling.
I'm telling you.
He's wanting to hit a heart.
Yes, I guess I would.
7 of clubs on the river. Is Andy going to keep firing?
The third barrel. It looks like it.
He called.
and he snapped.
Who's
with
got the
that
bigger
ace.
ace?
Jivvy's-
Queen 9,
Jivvy's got-
ace 6.
Yeah. I told you that Jivvy had the ace.
Andy can't stop himself sometimes.
Hey, you don't accumulate chips like Jivvy if you're not solid.
Well, he's never folding on that flop unless the heart gets there.
Well, You know, he's calling.
He might still call.
He's calling 3 barrels, so I've got to put him on the ace. Andy, he takes a risk there. What he did was try to get him off, just like you said. And he just, I mean, he's not going anywhere.
He's trying to bet enough to make him fold, but he can't bet enough because he doesn't have it.
Button moves over to Sobahn, 7 seat. First stack to be Jose Palomino. He's calling for the 5. Andy moves it up to 30. Jivvy gets out of the way. Sobahn gets out of the way. Joey gets out of the way. Shout out to Mike Kerrigan. Thanks for the compliments. Last night's show, Dave, we're getting a great compliment. Last night's show was awesome. That says you guys were doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
So I worked yesterday and got off early and left. So you guys did a great show, obviously. Here we go. 8. Rainbow flop. No one calls the bet. Yoochan takes it down. Button goes to 8 seat. Joey straddles up. What is that, 15 maybe?
He normally straddles around 10, but
It could be 10. It's hard to tell.
we'll see what Andy does. If Andy calls,
Andy gets out of the way. First act. It's on Chris Ochoa. Looks like Ochoa's raising it up.
the 50.
Looks like 50. Could be 75. I can't tell. Everybody gets out of the way.
Let's see what Vending.
Blinds get out of the way. It's up to the straddle.
He calls.
Yeah,
Now
it's
calls.
50. Heads up. He calls the 50.
He knows that Ochoa's going to buy 50 bags of candy, so he's going to get his money back regardless. We got a queen 9-8
2
flop.
spades.
Five of hearts on the turn.
Blank.
They're checking it down. 10.
Uh-oh. Could be a little
A
draw
queen. That's
there.
good. That's good.
Checking it down with a king, queen.
Oh, Jack beats him, so.
He's setting them up for later. Button moves over to the 9 seat. Yoochan, Jose Palomino 1, seat 1, and Andy in 2. Be the blinds first act. Chris Ochoa in 3.
I think that's how Joey picks out how to play against someone. He must know how many times you go to the vending machine. So he references his chip stack against those players.
Yes, sir. That's a rebate.
You know when Joey's losing too when he raises the prices on the vending machine.
Yeah, crackers go to $1.
$14 Doritos.
Yeah.
$14 Doritos. With a surprise gift in every one. Alrighty. 10 minutes before the $50 deep stack, $1,500 guarantee here at Rounders. Come on out and play some poker tonight. We also have 4-1-2 no limit tables as we speak, as well as the 5-5 no limit that you're watching. Come on down. There's plenty of action. Rounders Card Club. Looks like a big bet here into a small pot. The original bettor, Madu, gets out of the way.
Sorry about that ringing out of.
And Johnny decides to go all in seat 6 behind a $150 bet.
What's Joey got there?
Joey snap calls, it looks like.
Yeah, Joey's not folding. He put too many chips out there to fold.
So it looks like about a $375, $355 bet.
Let's see the flop.
Oh, we got a flop coming. 2
4
spades.
deuce 10. The turn. Reversing to the 10. The turns a 5 and a 9. Spades got there. Any pair wins.
Double board.
Oh, wow. They're running it twice.
Oh, they're running it twice.
Okay, someone got a pair there. That ace hit somebody. Ace queen. Is it showing ace king?
Alrighty. Button moves over to seat 1, Jose Palomino. Andy, seat 2, and Chris Ochoa, seat 3 will be our blinds. First act will be Jivvy in seat 4. As we move right along with the next hand, got a lot of action here at the 5-5, no limit, 300 minimum buy-in with no cap. You can buy all the chips you want here. We do have quite a list. I've got quite a list of people waiting to play 5-5, but this game goes on for hours. If you like 5-5 action, come on out to Rounders Card Club tonight.
Definitely come out here and get this action.
And we do have the 4-1-2 no limit tables as we speak. And then the big tournament, $50 deep stack, $1,500 guarantee will start here in 7 minutes. Come get your tournament action tonight. 2 or 3 tables being set up as we speak. Here's a flop. What do you see, buddy?
We're going to 9 deuce 7 2 diamonds, and there's a bet.
A lot of low boards here last few hands.
$100 out there.
Well, you know what that means. That means we're going to get some action because Joey's betting 100.
Yeah, Joey threw out 100.
That makes it over $200 out there up for grabs. The action is on Madu, contemplating the call here.
He's cutting out chips.
Well, I'd like to see him call. He's the only one left. That or Joey takes it down.
He's folding.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, $100.
He cuts the chips and goes, nah.
100 for 100. He bet 100 to win 100.
And kid gets a little tip there. Thank you, Joey.
Little gratuity, which is always appreciated by the dealers.
Looks like Andy's got us a straddle going on the button in seat 2. Ochoa and Jivvy are be the blinds. So Madu's going to be acting first in seat 5. Quickly folds. Johnny quickly folds.
All right, there's a straddle button.
And
seat
Sobahn
2.
is going to call $10.
What is it, $10 straddle?
It is a $10 straddle. Ochoa is going to call. I'm sure Jivvy's going to drop another $5 bill in there. Bam. Andy checks. He really doesn't like his hand going, oh, why'd I straddle this hand? And kid puts out a flop of 5 jack king rainbow. Checks around. Oh, the perfect card on the turn. The no action jack. Check, 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 check. There we go. Someone got an 8 and jacks with a king kicker. Ochoa leads out for $25. Sobahn folds, Andy folds, and Ochoa takes down small pot, but still a pot. He shows the 4. Ochoa goes to the straddle on the button. Now we got any sponsors tonight we need to mention?
Well, you know, we can mention ACES, Alamo City Educational Services, located at 5121 Crestway Drive, IH 35 North, 410 East. Friendliest and best drug offender educational program and specializing in DWI.
It's always good that they're the friendliest.
You can find them at alamocity.education services.
I don't think I'll be calling them anytime soon.
Well, if you find yourself in a bind, you know who to call. It's always great. So, some free advice and counseling.
I call Dave. Get me out of here.
I'm busy.
No wonder I can't get a hold of them.
Call Alamo City Educational Services.
It's just not education.
Not service.
There's a $40 bet from Joey started, and Andy called. Madu has called, and Jivvy called. Now Ochoa is going to call. Ace 3-4 with a rainbow. So anybody playing wheel cards is loving this flop. The wheel cards are the 2, 3, 4, 5, and ace. Whoa, what happened there?
Aces again.
I thought it was a 4 on there. Did they change the board?
No magic. No magic here.
Wow. Okay, ace, ace, 3. Let's go back.
Rainbow. Let's see here. It's been checked.
Let's rewind that. Let's see what happened. I saw a 4 on the flop. And Jivvy takes it down with a check raise.
Scooping chips. Stacking chips. Jivvy.
The Chinese guy again? Unbelievable. Chinese New Year?
Button. The button moves over to seat 4. Madu seat 5 and Johnny seat 6 will be our blinds. First to act, Sobahn.
How we doing tonight? Oh, I'm watching a cards are out. No straddle on this hand. Just playing for 5 until it yelled.
Tony Garza, shout out. That's Ochoa, seat 3. Yes, sir, you're right. Mike's got another comment there, JT.
What's it say, Al?
He
Read it
thinks-
out to us.
He thinks the breakdown of our hands and putting people on hands is amazing. Okay, thank you, Mike. And the other guy, which must be me, Al Zerda.
Al who?
Al Zerda. You know, the guy that wrote that book, man.
One of the best sellers?
Yeah,
New York bestsellers?
Yeah, I'm like ranked like 1 million or something on the top list.
Put out, what's the title of your book you wrote out?
Oh, Uncle Rudy's Pig Farm. Alfred Della Zerda, Amazon.com. It's $12.
Go out and buy one, everybody. Help support Al.
Yes.
I bought one.
We do have a person here that says he's bought one, which is awesome. Thank you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Chris Huey, and I'm really sad right now.
He's sad, but you know what? His brother is amazing. And so, you know, what he needs to do is just call himself Phil Huey's brother.
Got engaged, actually.
Oh,
Congratulations,
Got
Phil.
engaged, Lonnie Harwood and Phil Huey. Now I have a brother and sister, both better than me in poker.
Oh, congratulations.
and there's another shout out here.
Well, I'm sure we can
Johnny
find a lot more
Martinez.
people better than you in poker than just them.
Oh, God.
The list is a lot larger than that. I'll tell you that.
That is why I'm sad.
But people like the way you play because you know you play a lot of hands and you donkey off chips. I mean, hey, you know what's not to like?
I've heard you just broke into the top 5 million in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's true.
And Johnny Martinez is out there, obviously watching. He says, shout out to his hero, Ochoa. Ochoa, you have a hero. You have somebody that's an admirer, calls you his hero. His name is Johnny Martinez.
Johnny.
Sir. All right, back to real live 5-5 no limit action here at Rounders Card Club.
We got a straddle on the button now, a $50 raise.
And that's Madu doing some raising.
Madu straddled and he shows a big
50
ace.
was enough to take it down.
He shows a beautiful ace, the ace of spades. And he just lets everybody fold to him. Happy with that pot?
Well,
Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun around here, a lot of ribbon. A lot of good people at this place. Come on out and join us at Rounders Card Club. You'll really enjoy it.
button moves over to Johnny, seat 6. First to act will be Yoochan in seat 9. Joey kicking back is the big blind. They come along for 5. Palomino's going to call. He's calling.
Jose's in.
Ochoa raises it up to 30, it looks like. Chris Ochoa.
He wants to take it down.
Jivvy gets out of the way. Madu,
He's folding.
he's squeezing his
He's
cards.
folding.
They didn't change.
Johnny's going to call.
Johnny's
He was
wanting to
sitting
play.
back with confidence. He
He
says,
calls
I'm calling.
30.
Woo! I'm going to lean back and see a flop.
Jose gets out of the way. Palomino in seat 1. We have three-way
Yoochan's in the
action.
hand.
Is it 4? 3-way action.
Yoochan
Three-way
called.
action.
Ace, 8, 4, 2 diamonds. Ochoa's going to do a
Johnny.
continuation bet of just 50.
Yoochan checked.
Johnny's hating
Johnny.
that. Gosh, dang it. There's always an ace on the flop when I got pocket kings, but I'm going to call.
Ochoa let out for 50.
Yoochan's calling 50.
Johnny called and Yoochan calls. We still have 3-way action to the turn. It's another diamond.
That's a brick card for sure.
All right, so we have 3 diamonds, possible straight out there,
Yoochan's leading out.
and someone has to have an ace.
Someone has a flush.
Someone has an ace and someone has a flush. So you think someone has a flush, huh?
$175.
Let out by Yoochan.
Oh,
Chris Ochoa folds.
Johnny's in a tight spot. He has the ace. That's why he called the bet.
No body language.
That's a I'm disgusted body language.
He's sitting back. We can't read his language.
I read it clear. He's yelling at me. I hate that diamond.
He'd
That's
rather
what he
be
said.
watching TV or what?
He's gonna call saying I got an ace.
Let's see.
I have the ace of diamonds. Oh yes, on the board.
I think he has 2 pair.
He has not 2 pair. Oh come on. He has a big ace.
Yoochan has a big ace and Johnny.
Oh no.
Johnny has 2 pair.
Oh no, the ace 4 got there.
Oh my God. I think
Yoochan's gonna
Johnny
check.
just hit a full house.
Oh, he bet 25. He's all in. He's saying if you got a full house, call me. But I got a flush.
So is it Yoochan that has the full house?
No, Yoochan has a flush, man. Come on, I read the book. You wrote it, I read it.
Well, I'm smelling
He
a
can't
full
call.
house.
He did. He called.
Full house.
Ace Jack. I told you. Oh, he has it. Whoa.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Johnny, what a great call.
You know he's not going anywhere with 3. I mean, all he did was get better on the river, and he's got a big kicker. I mean, come on. He's not.
I put him on the ace. Yeah. I put him on. Said he has got an ace.
I know. So did I. I had him on 2 pair. You said that.
He didn't have 2 pair. I put him on an ace.
No, but he did have a big ace.
Come on, Al.
Did anyone have a flush?
Oh, Al, look, someone's calling you over there.
They said. Johnny said, "Quit arguing with Al Zerda." Johnny.
Nice hand, Johnny.
Johnny stack. He was going all in.
Oh.
The big
Yoochan
ace
is
wins.
peeling out the bills for the second time tonight. Give me some of these hundies.
Another great hand by Johnny.
And he's changed his game a lot, though. Now he never used to bluff. Now he's bluffing a lot.
He's played really
Looks
well.
like 700. Oh, no, it isn't. We're not paying attention to you.
Well, we have a new dealer. Let's see here.
Thank you, kid. You did a good job.
Why don't we bring up another sponsor here real quick, which is All Creatures Great and Small Veterinary Hospital, Northwest Military in Lockhill Selma. 210-349-3969. All Creatures Great and Small Veterinary Hospital. For an appointment, call 210-349-3969.
Oh, a new
Action
dealer in the
continues.
box. We got Ray in the box now.
Ray.
Jose raised the straddle.
There's a straddle in position 1. Jose raised it up to 35, it looks like. Madu calls. And so does Joey. Three-way action to the flop. So over 100 in the pot already. What you got there, bud?
I got a headache right now.
Jack, 3, 2 clubs,
Oh,
2
Jack,
of
yeah, I
spades.
see that. I see what you're talking about.
Well, you know, trying to
Is that $50?
50.
Everybody folds to Jose.
Okay, well,
Good bet,
Jose's playing some pretty good poker as usual.
If he's in a pot, he's taking it down. That's good
He's
poker.
stacking. He's consistently been ahead almost every week, huh? What do you think?
Well, I think we should get someone to put in Phil Huey's brother and let him go
Yeah.
try some of that action over there.
I'm
Yeah.
about to go, dude, because I'm not dealing any fucking tables right now.
He's the third best player in his family, so I want to see what the third best looks like. How he plays.
Dude, pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
All you have to do is buy in big and bluff.
I'm gonna buy it.
There is a straddle of 15,
Just represent, brother.
25 more. Yoochan calls the 25, calls the straddle, then calls the 25 more.
We appreciate the chat out there. Somebody has another comment for us. Let
Ace,
us
deuce, 6. What's
let
the
us
comment?
know.
What's the comment, Al?
Well, I'm trying to get another one on this.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I'm just fishing for one. What do you say about fishing here? Mike.
It
Mike.
just
Mike
says
said-
thanks fishy.
Yeah, the guys. I like fishing. So we're fishing. So basically, what he did was he said that Dave, Mike, and JT were doing a great job, and that the other guy wasn't bad at all. The guy with the raspy voice that kind of loses it the last couple of words every once in a while. Like right there. See how it just dies out on me?
Sports update. Serena Williams makes the next semifinals of the U.S. Open tennis tournament. Congratulations, Serena. Back to poker.
I do want to go over the rules real quick. And we'll get started so we can get that 10 to the table. We do have a hard betting line effect. Any chips that cross that orange line on the table will be in play.
Oh, tournament action getting ready to start here. Rounders.
Off of your phone, if you have a hand in front of you, please be off your phone when you have a hand in front of you.
The announcement.
You must be speaking
Tournament
English
director.
only at all times. English only if you're not in the hand. We have an oversized chip rule. You throw one oversized chip in the pot. Don't say anything. That is a call. So if you intend to raise, make sure you announce it. Do not expose any cards. The dealer asks you to do so. If you turn cards over early, you will be facing a penalty. Please keep any of your high denomination chips up front. All high
Looks like Joey continues to tip consistently. Ray gets a nice little tip for winning the last hand.
Button in the one seat. First act will be Jivvy in seat 4. $5 to play.
Michael, you ready?
Lots of action here tonight, isn't there?
Here we go. Shuffle up a deal.
Well, we got our local tournament, $50 deep stack, $1,500 guarantee is just kicked off. 2-hour late entry. Registration, come on out and play.
And we do have 4 1-2 no limit tournament. What do you see there, buddy?
I see a straight flush board, 9-5-6.
All hearts. Wow. Everybody checked around to the button. So
Jose leads out for a big $10
Nice,
in a
nice
$20
position
pot.
bet there. Says, well, I'll take that little pot. Gets a
Ain't-
call from Andy.
4 clubs on the turn now.
Seat 1 and 2.
Check, check. 9.
Pairs the board.
Check, check.
Check, check. He's got a 9.
It shows
Well,
a
I see a
5.
5. 8. I thought it was a 9. 8-5. Well, that's enough to take it down.
Wow.
Little $40 pot. 30 maybe. I don't know. Button moves to C2. Andy straddles immediately.
He's like literally the most consistent player. He really is.
He likes to play any 2 cards. That's for sure. He will play any 2 cards. Likes to gamble. Likes to play a lot of cards. And it's up to 30. Must be maybe it's a $30 straddle.
Yeah, I think so. I think they bumped up to 30.
This is the jab right here. This is cool.
Okay. So Johnny
Ochoa
came
folds.
along. Joey came
Jivvy's
along. Yoochan came along. Andy
Oh,
folded.
they're raising over here.
We're up to 120, was it?
Woo. That's a
So-
$400 pot brewing.
Three ways.
Oh, look at that. All diamonds. Are we just flopping flushes out here or what?
Sometime.
2 queen 8 all diamonds. The last flop was all hearts.
Sure was.
What is this Ray Diller doing?
All right. Well, looks like they checked the Yoochan and he's reaching for green chips. He's gonna bet. Looks like a couple of hundred.
He's got the ace of diamonds. That's why he's betting.
Yeah. There's
Nothing.
enough out there.
Nothing else.
He's representing.
Joey is going to fold.
I mean, there's 200 or 300 out there, so pretty good pot. Whatever it was, it worked. Yoochan playing some good poker. Button moves over to seat 3, Ochoa, and he immediately straddles.
Yeah,
We're
between
moving.
Andy and Ochoa, they've been straddling every
Moving
hand,
right along.
every time they've had the button, which is nice.
First act, Johnny. Johnny gets out of the way. Sobahn gets out of the way.
Johnny does not have ace jack, so he folds.
Joey calls the $30. Unless that's a raise.
I believe that's a raise.
I can't see how much the straddle is. But it's up to 30. Andy calls in seat 2. The blind, Jivvy, he folded.
Yeah.
Madu's contemplating, reaching for chips. Shuffling around. He looks like he's going to call. $30 call. Goes around to the button. Ochoa calls.
So Ochoa only had 10 out there.
We have 4-way action to the flop.
9-9-5.
Pairs the board.
At least it's not a flush.
There's 9s again.
9s are hot from Ray.
And a 5 again.
Checked around.
2 hearts.
That queen really hit somebody.
Queen Jack.
Ochoa has not checked. Okay, he did check. River is the king of clubs. No one wants to bet because they don't have
Jack.
a 9.
Queen Jack looking good right now.
No one wants to show.
No one hit the king.
What's he show?
There's
A jack high.
wow.
What the heck are we watching here? Way to go, Andy.
Andy takes
Way to take it down.
checking.
He should have known he was good.
I'd have been pumped for that. He would have been through value.
All right. Well, the button moves over to seat 4, Jivvy.
That is quite unbelievable.
Poker is amazing. First act will be Johnny in seat 6.
No straddle from Jivvy. But Sobahn comes out firing 25. Joey's going to call to 25. Jose says, I got a hand. Andy and Ochoa fold. Jivvy's calling from the button.
Shout out to
Oh, we
Jamie
got 4-way action.
Flores.
Are we going to have 5-way action? No. Johnny says, can't do it. No ace jack here. I'm only playing ace jack or better. Flop is 9-6-8. 2 diamonds.
There's another 9.
There's a
and
9.
some more diamonds.
Yeah.
A lot of low hands coming out.
Sobahn leads out for 50. Joey snap calls. Jose snap folds. Jivvy snap folds. And Madu thinking about calling. He calls. What's $50 amongst friends? The turn is the Queen of Hearts. Is he going to get a check from the check? Sobahn is betting his 2 pair. He's saying, I'll put you on a straight, so I'm going to bet 2 pair. $125. Joey is not going to fold. I don't know why he's calling. I don't think Sobahn eats candy.
This is just hot. I'm prepared to take $10 for gummy bears.
Madu still has not folded. There he goes. He mucks. So now we're heads up to the river. Let's see, like the 4 of clubs. That's
Nice
like,
pot. One,
oh,
two.
the Ace of Hearts. Yep.
Over $500 in that pot.
He don't have an ace. But he's still going to bet. He's downsizing his bet. Oh, he's all in. That's an all in. Oh, wow.
Nice
Woo.
tower of red chips.
He don't have no straight.
Couple
There's
hundred.
no way he's got it straight.
You don't think so?
No way.
Couple of hundred, it looks
There's
like.
no way Sobahn has a straight.
I think he has a straight.
I'll bet you right now.
$200 bet
Come on, Joey.
by
Come on,
Sobahn.
Joey. Call so we
He's
see the
not
hand.
calling.
There's no way he's got it straight.
He's not calling. And
100% no straight from Sobahn. 100%.
Billy Mattingly's
You can't-
asking
So, show.
where the whole cam card displays is. Well, we're working on that. We're hoping to get the whole cam in the future, near future.
I'm the human whole can. There's no way he had a straight there.
He's asking, where's the whole cards? So, Billy, we're working on that. Maybe near future. Maybe for Christmas. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Santa Claus. Got to plan ahead. Jamie Flores says,
Hey, William,
Hola,
you're correct.
Ochoa.
With all the cash in front of Joey, the vending machines are full with cash all the time. So come on out and help donate to the vending.
I see him kicking the machine right now, getting some more money. Moving right along here, what do we got? $30 bet.
Joey's raising.
Get off the phone, Joey.
Fine, PT code.
He's checking out his Bitcoin he bought yesterday. See if it's gone up any.
All right, well, Ochoa's in there. Jivvy's in there.
We got three-handed, three-way action. Ace, Jack, 7, Rainbow.
Nice flop.
What do you like best about rainbows, Al?
I like it when I hit him.
4 of clubs on the turn.
That's
Big
the
one's at $10,605.
that's the best part. Then you
There's
hit
a
that.
$100 bet from Ochoa, and Joey called. Jack on the river.
There's my jack.
Any ace. Ochoa calls his bet. He shows Queen Jack. He got rivered. Ochoa had the ace. Show the ace, Chris. Oh, Joey got that. Sick.
And Joey got paid off.
Greatest also friend.
Button moves over to 6 seat. And Joey stacking chips. Tournament's in full swing. 2 tables going. 4 1-2 no limit tables. And we do have our featured table, 5-5 no limit Texas Hold'em. In the high society room. It's a $20 raise there by Andy. Ochoa comes along.
$20.
Madu comes along. Johnny calls. And so does Joey.
Only 5-way action.
5-way action to the flop. Another ace.
Ace 5-6.
Wow.
How was your parade, Al?
Sir?
Here comes the turn. Queen of spades on the turn. Johnny just bets $15.
That was the best thing I've heard today.
Joey throws out.
What does he mean by that? Drink out when you said my name.
Spit out his drink and spit out his drink.
Oh, when I said his name. Oh, maybe I didn't pronounce it right. How do you pronounce his name?
Call Billy.
Mattingly. All right, Billy. Get that drink in your mouth.
Tens versus king, queen.
I hope it's some good old tequila.
Johnny takes down another pot. They just said my mama don't like you and she likes everyone.
Can you tell Ochoa to wave to the camera for his buddy Sal? Hey Sal, what's going on? You with Jamie Flores? Shout out one time.
What is that there, man?
We got a raise, $75. And he takes it down.
It's all one sentence. I just spit my drink out when you said my name. Got it. All right.
We got a straddle on the button from Joey.
First act will be Andy. He folds. Chris Ochoa looks around, reaches, calls $10 straddle. Straddle. Action over to Johnny. Oh, actually, Madu. Can't see his cards. Madu calls. Johnny gets out of the way. Sobahn folds. Joey checks. Yoochan and Jose also joined the party. King, 5, 7, 2 spades. Checked around to Joey. Joey bets 35, it looks like. Chris Ochoa calls, we're heads up.
Queen on the turn. It checked around. Joey's putting a big bet out there. He's putting them all in.
Joey wants to take this down now. He doesn't want to see any more cards. I think he's got a, what, big king? Could be bluffing. Ochoa's got the I'm going to fold look. No, he's still thinking.
Chris, fold. I got a key to the vending machine. I'll get you all the candy you want.
Let's see, how much is that pot?
Do not pay him
150?
off.
He might have overbet that. Chris doesn't have that much invested.
I know. There's so little pot out there
So
to
Joey might have overinvested.
put $500 out there just on a flush draw.
He might overbet that and just Chris will just fold this and get out of the way probably. Maybe that's what he wants.
While we wait for Chris to
Unless he makes a great call.
take his time to
He might make a
analyze
great
his
call.
hand.
Yeah, he might make a great call and Joey's bluffing. He might have a queen. Joey's kind of fooling around like he might just be bluffing.
He's folding
Chris is folding?
for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a big bet. I can't tell how much, but it's a lot of green chips.
Joey's not going to show.
Oh, yeah, you. And Brittany.
Ray dealing some action hands tonight, that's for sure.
What's the announcer got?
The button is on Yoochan, seed 9 with a straddle. And the action will start with Chris Ochoa in seat 3. 10 to play.
He needs to fold a couple hands, take a break.
10 to play poker.
It folds around.
Fold, fold, fold. Even Sobahn, Joey wants to play. Jose Palomino calls. Andy, automatic. All the way to the button. Yoochan's reaching for chips. He's going to raise it up 50.
I think Johnny in seat 7's like hiding his face.
Snap call by Andy in
Then
seat
want Mom
2,
Dad to
and
know he's
Joey
playing
jumps
poker or
in
something.
Joey jumps in there to see a flop. Anything can happen. Here we go. Big flop.
Queen 3-9, 2 hearts again.
Lots of action tonight here at Rounders Card Club, located Northwest Military and Heebner. Come out and play some poker tonight. We have a lot of action. The tournament's underway. You still have an hour and 50 minutes to get in the $50 deep stack, $1,500 guaranteed. And the action went check, check all the way around to the button. Yoochan on the button decides to bet 100. Andy calls 100. Joey gets out of the way. We're heads up to the turn.
7 of clubs, Al.
7 of clubs. That's a big
I think
blanco.
there's an echo in here.
Yes. It's a fairly good echo though.
Oh, and there's a tip coming from Sobahn.
Two, he says make it 2 Sawbuck.
Wow. He hasn't tipped in 4 years. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that stack hasn't gone down much. But I'll tell you what, it's always appreciated by us dealers, no matter what the size.
230.
Yoochan let out after Andy had checked, and it looks like a little bit less than the pot. And he gives it up. Andy gives it up. Playing some solid poker, Yoochan is. Stacking chips again. Button moves over to the Jose Palomino, seat 1. Lines will be
Players, lines are going to stay at 100.
Andy and Chris Ochoa, first act. Jivvy in seat 4. And the action continues here at Rounders Card Club.
His name Jivvy? This whole time?
Jivvy. Jivvy's first to act. He folds. Madu. He folds. Johnny reaching for chips. He's calling. Sobahn calls. Oh, I see. It went to $15. Okay. 4 players. Oh, we have 3 players? 3 players. 10-4-4 on the flop. Johnny bets out and no one calls, takes down a pot. Button moves over to seat 2. Andy straddles. Chris and Jivvy will be our blinds. First stack, seat 5, Madu. Let's see what we have coming around the horn on this hand. Madu folds. Johnny folds. Sobahn calls. It's $10 straddle. 10 to play. Yoochan, seat 9. 2 green chips, $50. Jose gets out of the way. The small blind, big blind get out of the way. So does Sobahn. Andy calls. Andy's sticky. He likes to play. He's going to see a flop. 2-4-7 rainbow. Yoochan, check, check. Yoochan's first act, we're heads up. Turns a 7, pairs the board. 2 hearts, pair of 7s. Lots of low cards. Yoochan checks. Andy decides to lead out this time, which looks like 75.
Yeah, 75 with 2 7s out there.
Yoochan's going to call. We're going to see a river. Queen of spades, Blankaruski. Pocket 8s are good. Yoochan checks. Andy leads out for 100 1/4. Continuation.
He must have it this time. He's
Well,
bet a
let's
lot
see.
tonight on bluffs.
Yoochan has a pair of 8s. I think he's going to call. He does call. Andy's got nothing.
5-3 for the straight.
Nope.
Ace king high.
What a
Wow.
call. Andy was bluffing, and he didn't have a pair of 8s. He had ace king. And ace king takes it down. Boy, talk about a solid call. What a read.
What a call.
Yeah, he read him. He read him. He read him so well. You talking about some good poker playing tonight. We are seeing some good poker here at Rounders Card Club. Lots of action tonight.
In seat 8? No, that's just cash that's used for tipping. It's just $1 bills that Joey brought to the table for tipping the dealers.
Yeah, it's not in play.
Yeah, the cash is not in play. No cash is ever in play.
No cash. There's no cash on the table that's ever in play. Chips are all in play, and all the chips on the table go back to all the players within the regulated state laws of Texas. We are under strict Texas law here at Rounders Card Club, and we abide by all the rules. The ones had been mentioned earlier in the show, in the broadcast. They are strictly for just tipping. Joey has a vending company, and he just accumulates a lot of $1 bills, and he does this every time he sits at any table, and he is known for tipping those $1 bills. It's strictly for show and tips, gratuities, and Andy takes down another pot, and we move right along with some more action here. Lots of action tonight here. Still have quite a few players waiting on our list. You can find us at Rounders Live on YouTube. Another great night here at Rounders, playing some 5-5 no limit Texas Hold'em here in the High Society room. We're live on air, YouTube, Rounders Live. Subscribe if you can and hit the like button, please. We're welcoming all chats and trying to talk to everybody tonight and just having a little fun with the chatting, so please feel free to chat. We welcome that. Moving right along to a 10 Jack Queen. Nice action board, as it appears that Chris Ochoa has moved all in against the bet that Joey made. Joey's got pocket aces, and with the snap call of 8 and 9 for the low end of the straight, which is going to take down this pot. So Chris Ochoa just made some pretty good chips here. I think he's a new partner in the company. The vending company, that is.
There's a big pot brewing.
It's done.
Getting paid off.
Yeah, he just got a few candy bars his way.
Got his chips back.
Joey just moves right along and pays off the chips, which appeared to be about 400 or 500 on top of what was in the pot.
Till 820.
Moving right along to the next hand, the button moves over to the 5 seat. Looks like Joey and Yoochan are going to be the blinds, seeing as how Johnny and Sobahn have both taken a little break. Action goes to Johnny. Actually, it's Jose. He calls. Andy folds. Chris Ochoa decides to raise it up to a quarter. 25 to play. Looks like Jivvy's reaching for chips, calling chips. Madu's looking at his hand. Decides to play with some chips. I think he's going to call. Could be a raise. He's stacking quite a few chips. Looks like 100. Decides to raise it up. Madu comes to life. Raises it up. Joey gets out of the way. Yoochan's out of the way. Swings around over to Ochoa that initially had bet the 25. See what he thinks about 75 to play. Behind him will be Jivvy. 75. Chris folds. Jivvy's got that full look, and he folds. The bet by Madu was enough to take it down. He does show 8-6. Clubs. Button moves over all the way around to seat 8. Joey, he immediately straddles. He's got 2 or 3 phones as we speak. He's a phone freak.
He's a busy man.
Yes, sir. What do we got on the chat?
All I know is that when your wife says, "Can I check your phone?" you better give her the right one.
What do we got here? All righty. Looks like the action is over to Ochoa, and he's raising it up. No, he falls. Goes over to Madu. He calls. Sobahn is raising it up. Big stack of red chips. Could be 110.
Oh, 135, 155, something like that.
Oh, man.
It's a big bet.
Everybody gets out of the way, it looks like. All the way around to Madu.
Who's going to...
Madu, he shows out of...
Just a king 10.
Gets out of the way. And the action continues here at Rounders Card Club. A new dealer coming in. We do have the button at seat 9, Yoochan.
Looks like Brittany's coming in.
Live tournament action. 3 tables going here. Still have an hour and 38 minutes to get in the $50 deep stack. $1,500 guaranteed. Action continues here.
We got a straddle.
Got a $10 straddle, it appears, there, Yoochan.
Yeah, seat 9.
Jivvy gets out of the way, decides to stand up, maybe take a little stretch his legs a little. Sobahn calls, as well as Joey. Jose Palomino in seat 1 calls, and Andy in seat 2 is in. We got a flop, big one.
Wow.
2 jacks and an ace, 2 hearts.
That only hit one player.
It's checked all the way around.
Ooh.
We get a queen of hearts on the
Royal flush draw.
on the turn. Jose leads out for 20. Andy snap calls. Sobahn gets out of the way. Joey folds. Yoochan folds. We're heads up. Here comes the river. It's an 8 blanco. Unless you have it 9-10, I guess. I don't know. Somebody's got jacks. 2 hearts. The little old
Baby flush.
baby flush. Jose.
Way to take
Palomino.
it down. Jose. What a great play to play that 7 deuce.
Playing some smart poker tonight.
Smart poker.
Smart poker. Some good gambling going here. Button moves over to seat 1. Action will start with Madu in seat 5.
Madu.
What?
Still 5. Yoochan's raising it up. He's
Yeah,
got
Yoochan's definitely raising
He's
here.
got some raising chips.
He's
Pre-flop
He's
action.
a gambler.
Jose gets out of the way, and he's calling. 10, 20. It looks like a $40 bet. 35. Chris Ochoa snap calls. Joey is raising it up. All right, looks like Andy's calling. All in, he says.
Oh, wait, I don't know if, well, obviously.
Not only calling, but decides to just put the whole enchilada. I'm going to guess quite a big bet. You know, the initial pot in the middle is only $40. But Joey had raised it up. It looks like 150. He's texting away. So Andy just decides to push it all in. Seat 2. Chris Ochoa, seat 3, is contemplating. I think he's just Hollywooding, but he's got 35 invested, maybe 40. I don't see him calling this. Of course, I don't know what his cards are.
Mary told me that, are you on break? He said at 8:20, he was taking his flight. Man, it feels good, man. Yeah, I know. Actually, I did. My parents, yeah, I did. My dad had something decent. Well, that's maybe that's
Well, the action has come to a
Wow.
little stop here while Chris decides to fold.
And he put a huge bet. And so does Joey. Joey raised. Andy
Yeah.
shoves.
Yeah, it's about 400 or
Ochoa's
500.
got to fold. He's going to fold.
It's 400 or 500 to call. I think it's $500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500 plus is the all-in.
Is a call.
And Joey is calling.
He's
What
gambling.
It's a gamble tonight. This
He
might
says-
be the biggest pot of the night. I don't know.
It's a big pot.
He's calling he says, turn them over. Show me.
Sixes.
Pocket six.
That's way ahead. Yep.
Oh,
We knew sixes
my.
was way ahead.
We've got a race here.
How fast can he run? Oh, he's fast.
Oh,
That dude is very fast.
In the window, a king.
Oh, they're running it twice.
There's more cards to come. Let's see what happens.
Okay,
They're gonna
now
run
they're
it
gonna run
twice?
Their turn and the river again. Just put it underneath the 3.
She
Well, they're
burned
running
it.
2 boards.
She burned again.
Oh, they're going to run 2 boards.
She's
Okay,
burning?
so they're going to chop it as of right now. Wow. Chop, chop. What?
Yeah, chop. What did he say? He folded?
He had flop 2 pair. Ochoa just informed us he had king, queen, flop 2 pair, and wouldn't have ran it twice. So we'd have scooped 3-way action.
If wishes were fishes.
Yeah, I don't know about fishes, but he's wishing.
I'm never running it twice with ace king.
No, I wouldn't run it twice either. With anything. I don't like running twice. What the heck? It just obviously turns into a chop, 75%, 80% of the time. So it, doesn't make sense. Who would have won the first board? Andy. And he'd have all those chips. That's right. Was it Joey?
Yeah, he had ace king.
So Joey would have won that first board, and running it twice cost him half of it. I think the pocket 6 would have won.
No, it was a king high flop.
Oh, that's all right, pocket deuces. A pair of deuces board. Back to the action here. Jose Palomino's betting out, and there's a call. Looks like heads up action. Chris and Jose go to 4th Street. Ace of spades, 3 spades. Chris's first act, bets about 75.
That's a good sized bet right there on that board texture. Jose's folding.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's 80, what is it? 85. Six of diamonds on the river.
Is Jose checking? Oh, Jose, yep. 225 or 200? Jose snap called. Yep.
Queen high or jack? What is that? Queen?
Queen high.
Chris has a queen. Oh, Chris gets paid off.
Jose had an ace. He couldn't let it go.
That was about
Ooh,
275 on the last bet.
yeah.
You think he's home with an ace or two?
Big ace. I think so.
That was costly for Jose Palomino with
Snap.
what we think he had an ace.
I think
Button moves over to Chris Ochoa, who's running on a little heater here all of a sudden. Stacking chips again. Straddles for 10, it looks like. First to act. Johnny, he folds. Sobahn calls. Yoochan raises it up to 60. Jivvy, small blind, gets out of the way, as well as Madu, the big blind, around a Sobahn who's contemplating the call. He calls. Joey folds his initial $10 straddle, as well as Chris on his $10 straddle. And we are heads up to the flop. Ace, 9, 2 clubs, 5 of diamonds. First to act will be Sobahn. Sobahn checks and Yoochan reaching for chips. Looks like an $85 bet by Yoochan, and we're heads up.
Some big bets out there.
$160 in the pot. Takes it down with an $85 bet. Yoochan playing some solid poker this evening.
Salito.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as the button moves over to seat 4, Jivvy.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You get all the rounders live videos that we put out. See all the play, all the action here. The final tables were exceptional, the first two, and the 5-5 action is incredible.
Yoochan looks like raising it up. Continuation here. Jose gets out of the way. Andy's reaching for calling chips. He calls. Chris calls. It's the $35 bet. Jivvy gets out of the way. Action's on Madu, seat 5. Looks like calling chips in his hand. Contemplating a call, seat 5. Madu. He is going to call. Goes to Johnny. He's reaching for calling chips. There's a big pot brewing here. Goes six players in this hand.
That's all?
It could be 5. Like 5.
5 solid. Ace, 7, 8
Yep.
with all 3 spades.
I thought that's a phone instead of cards.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So we do have 5 players. It
Here's the big bet.
Madu checked, and Johnny decides to lead out.
Nobody can call.
Whatever it was, maybe 100, it was enough to take the pot down. Very good bet. Button moves over to the seat 5 position. Madu, he's immediately straddling $10. Blinds will be Johnny in seat 6 and Sobahn on big blind in 7. First act will be Joey. Joey hasn't put down that phone tonight. Joey calls the 10. Yoochan gets out of the way. Palomino in seat 1 decides to call. Andy's going to fold. Chris follows this with a fold. Jivvy's reaching for calling chips. He calls. Goes to the small blind. He calls. Big blind calls. Back to the button. Madu deciding to
Raise.
possibly raise. He's reaching for chips.
He's all in.
He does make a big bet here. Looks like 75, maybe $100. Could be 80.
Let's call it 100. There's 60 out there, and you raise it to 100, 110 pre-flop.
Fold. Johnny folds, Sobahn folds, Joey folds, Jivvy folds. It's enough to take it down.
7, 8 of hearts is a $100 hand. I agree with him. I'd have bet 100 on it too.
Position.
Maybe 120.
Button moves over to seat 6, Johnny. Sobahn and Joey will be our blinds. First act will be Yoochan, seat 9. Very relaxed game tonight. A lot of poker players enjoying this evening here in the high society room at Rounders Card Club. Northwest Military and Hebner. Still an hour and 20 minutes to get into our $50 deep stack, $1,500 guaranteed live tournament tonight. 3 action-packed tournament tables going, 4 1-2 no limit tables going, as well as our 5-5 no limit in the high society room. The 5-5 will continue long after we have finished our broadcast. Back to action. It's been a $25 bet. Joey, Jose Palomino,
King, Queen,
Chris
10,
Ochoa,
rainbow.
and Johnny. 4 players in this hand.
Ochoa leads out.
Ochoa leads out.
Johnny called the 50. Now we're heads up, going to the turn.
What a flop. That's my kind of flop.
Oh, 3 of spades.
Poochie. Looks like you got a lead out bet of 100 by Chris. Snap called. Snapped it.
7 of hearts didn't help anybody.
Johnny is
Chris is going to check.
on the button, so first act will be Chris.
Queen 9.
Queen 9 is going to be
That's
good.
That's good. He didn't bet enough.
The $100 bet by Chris Ochoa was immediately called by Johnny, and it was a good call. The queens held up. He didn't believe the represented king. Button moves along over to the 7th seat with an immediate straddle by Sobahn. Joey and Yoochan will be our blinds. First act will be Jose Palomino in seat number 1. Lots of action here at Rounders Card Club tonight. Come on out and play some poker. Chris calls the $10 straddle over to Jivvy. He decides to call. Madu's contemplating the call. He folds. Johnny calls the 10. Goes around to small blind calls. Joey calls. Yoochan thinking about some raising chips.
Yeah, 100.
Yep.
75.
Makes it 75 over to Ochoa. He folds. Jivvy folds. Johnny folds all the way to the button. The initial straddle folds as well as Joey. $75 bet by Yoochan in seat 9 was enough to take down the pot. Button moves over to seat 8. And the action continues. Rounders Card Club, Northwest Military in Hebner, located in the Almas Creek Shopping Center. Alrighty, there's no straddle. Action will be to Andy. Andy decides to fold. Chris decides to bump it up to a quarter. 25 to play. Jivvy's reaching for some chips. Calling chips. He's going to call the 25. And Madu, seat 5, is reaching for raising chips. Looks like he's going to go up to 75. Maybe more. Oh, it's a bigger bet than I thought. Fold, fold. Everybody's folding. All the way around to Chris, the initial $25 bet. Seat 3. He is posturing a fold. And he does. He folds as well as Jivvy. Madu makes a nice bet. Takes it down pre-flop. Button will move into the 9th seat. Yoochan, as action continues. Small blind will be Jose Palomino. Andy will be the big blind. And a straddle comes up for 10 on the button in seat 9, Yoochan. Action continues here at Rounders Card Club, located at the Almas Creek Shopping Center.
Almas Creek Shopping Center?
Yes. Yes. Almas Creek Shopping Center.
Very nice.
Presented by Rounders Live Stream Poker. 5-5, no limit tonight. Action-packed evening so far. No glitches. Amazing technical work by Dave. Thank you, Dave. Great job. Big flop. Did you see that? Ace King and a 7. A monster flop. As the tournament director, as the tournament director makes fun of Al Zerda over here, which he always does. In fact, I kind of enjoy his sense of humor. That's Manny Gonzalez. Alrighty, well, we have a big pot brewing here. It looks like at least 3 players in this hand.
Ochoa checks. Sobahn is going to lead out with some chips. A mere 110. Joey's contemplating on Jack on the river. Sobahn still fires. Joey called the bet on the turn. He raised all in. The horse done throwed the rider.
The rider done throwed the horse. Well, I got that backwards. Could be possible. In one of my children's books, I'm sure I can make it happen. Alrighty. Well, I see a big river card there that improves somebody's hand. Yeah, that hand.
Set of aces. What a card.
Oh my. Joey was due. And somebody paid him off, huh? The call was made by Sobahn.
He's got him covered.
I think that's going to take Sobahn's chips. As Sobahn decides to
And he tips.
tip.
He tips on his way.
He might be our first catastrophe.
No, I think Adam's in the corner waiting on him. You haven't met Adam?
Well, I don't know. All I see is an empty chair. And
Adam's got plenty of money in his pockets. You just got to go see Adam.
And he threw $1 out there for a gratuity, which means
He's done?
I concede.
I concede.
Adam charges $3 for every transaction.
Adam charges $3 per transaction.
300 max.
Well,
I see Adam.
Sobahn.
Have a seat open, table 1.
All right.
So then what'd you have? Wow.
Seat open.
Dave,
right.
I just checked with Sobahn. Sobahn said that he had ace 7, 2 pair against a set of aces. Is that unlucky?
Wow. That's extremely unlucky.
That is.
Al's going to check and see if we can get a new player in.
They don't want that seat. That seat. Looks like we got a $20 raise, or $15 raise to $20, and we got 2 players. Andy called with a 8-9 king board with 2 diamonds. Brittany is dealing some action pots. 5 of hearts on the turn. There's a bet of $55. Andy's going to fold. Madu will take down that pot. Andy's going to straddle. We got anybody coming in now?
Yes, sir. Lucas, seat 7.
Lucas coming in.
Lucas.
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 Excuse me. So the action is going to be folded around to, it was only a $10 straddle from Andy. He's normally doing about a 30 tonight. But he knocked it down to 10 for this hand. So he could raise out of position unless Madu said he's calling.
They just thought they were getting a discount.
They thought they were getting in cheaply, but we got 4-way action to a nice raise. So it was $50 on top. So it's 60 from 4.
3 callers.
7-9-3 rainbow.
Yoochan checks. Andy checks. Checks around. 8 of hearts on the turn. Does complete a straight. Gut shot.
With 2 hearts. Yoochan's going to lead out for a little over 100, looks like. 125.
Fold, fold. Over to Madu.
No, I don't think Madu can call.
He did not snap fold, though. Counting out chips. Looks like he wants to make the call.
Wow.
Doubtful that he's just Hollywooding here.
He's done that a lot, though. He's cut out some chips and then folded.
What you thinking about, Willis?
Can I afford to see the river is what he's thinking.
Yeah. He's gonna...
He's backing down.
Just kidding, he said.
Getting some TV time.
Just kidding. Yoochan looked like he may have wanted a call there.
There's our blinds are up. We're now 200, 400, 200 small blind, 400.
Buttons
one
now
pair with
on
a
Chris
flush
Ochoa. What's that?
One pair with a flush draw, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe even 2 pair.
We got a new player just sitting down at the table, getting his first hand. That is Lucas. Lucas will be in seat 7.
Straddle for 10 from Chris Ochoa. Lucas calls. Goes around to Andy. He makes the call. Or did he raise it up? He raised it up a little bit.
Lucas is playing his very first hand he sat down. I kind of like that.
Yep, he calls
He's
the
not shy to
raise.
mix it up, huh?
Chris is going to call as well. We're going to have 3 people going to the flop.
If Lucas checks the flop, Andy's going to bet. He's going to do a continuation regardless of the board. There's the check. Here comes the bet.
Good read, JT.
He
What's
doesn't-
Chris going to do, though?
Chris is going to fold.
Superior read.
These are open book. Bam. Lucas is going to call. This is his first hand. He's not being bullied. He hit the 9. Now we're going to see if a small card comes out, he's going to check. Oh, that's a big card. That's right in Lucas's range to have a king. And he's going to check. He can't beat anything right this second. But he's continuation. What?
You don't think either one of them's got the ace? Or, I mean, the king?
Nope. No one's got a king. Lucas is going to fold now. He concedes. $120. Welcome to the table, Lucas. He's calling. Wow, Lucas threw me off. And he's like, uh-oh, he's got the king. The river's a 6 of clubs. He's going to check again. Hopefully his 9 or 10's good. And he's going to show the flush. No flush. A 10.
Pair of 10s, pair of
Jack
10s.
10.
Hey,
Same hand.
These guys play a lot alike.
Wow, Lucas, way to go. Woo!
Both top pair on the flop, same kicker.
I'm gonna open another turntable.
Like kissing your sister.
What table?
If I'm gonna open another turntable, is that one better for y'all or this one?
It's like you still got just a little over an hour if you want to make it down here to Rounders. Get in this $50 deep stack, 1,500 guarantee. Got a little over 30 people in it now. It's looking pretty juicy.
Yeah, it normally gets about 50 players, so I think there's going to be another 20 people in this tournament for sure. It's always a nice little fun tournament. What was 1,500 guarantee? Might be around $2,000.
This is with the one rebuy, is that right?
Oh, okay, I got you.
$50 to rebuy.
So just in case you get felted, you can buy back in at least once, or well, once.
You saying if you play like me, you have to rebuy? Thank you, Dave. All your support.
I'm here for you, brother.
So it cost me $100 no matter what to play the tournament. Is there a bounty chip? No, this ain't a bounty.
Nah, it's not a bounty. Personally, I like these because I can't buy more than once. So I'm guaranteed to only lose 100.
Oh, so you like it? Hey, Al, welcome back.
Yes, sir. I had to get us another player and checked a couple of things there.
Lucas is playing back-to-back hands. Was Lucas playing cash out?
Yes, he came off of table 9, playing 1-2 no limit.
The couple played a 5-5 no limit. Well, he's played his first 2 hands, and he's called every raise. There's a big pot out there.
Action.
There's $500, and Joey just bet 180 into it.
He came to play, huh?
And Lucas has not folded. He's looking again, he's looking again, he's looking again.
Seat
Wow.
7.
No, not Jack 10. Does he have Jack 10?
Joey playing some solid poker. Takes down another pot. Seat 8. Button goes to seat 5.
And Joey just gave Brittany one of my dollars from the vending machine that I put in there.
Brown sugar spicy glaze. He also has gently pan-fried chicken francais with a
You can hear the announcement. Chef
Served with seasoned spaghetti,
Eric
pizza, and garlic
has
beef
showed
broth.
up.
He also has pecan pie.
Homemade.
Blake and Cage.
Action resumes here at the 5-5. No limit. Rounders live. Stream poker. 5 to play. Raised up at the seat 3 position by Chris Ochoa. Jivvy decides to play some poker, as well as Johnny calling the 20. And Lucas comes along in seat 7 for some 4-way action to the flop. Flop comes 2 queens, 8, rainbow. Pair of queens on the flop. Johnny checks, Lucas checks, around to Chris, who bets. Jivvy gets out of the way. Johnny shuffling his chips, reaches out and decides to call, as well as Lucas. 3-way action to the turn. And we have a 9 of clubs. Possible straight there. 10 jack would be beautiful. First to act, Johnny bets 3 green chips, which is $75. Lucas reaching for a calling chips. Calls. Chris Ochoa gets out of the way. We're heads up to the river. The river comes 3 of spades. And we have a check. Lucas turns over a jack queen for the winner. 2 pair. Johnny shows 8s and 9s, 2 pair. Lucas comes into a hot seat and takes it down with the queen jack. So trips.
Looks like Sobahn did not play that seat the way Lucas is playing it.
You know, sometimes the seat matters, sometimes it doesn't. We have a new dealer coming in, so let's see who's Rounders live stream poker sponsor would be. Let's go with Aces, Alamo City Educational Services. Hey, thank you, Jose. Looks like a seat opening up. Jose Palomino gets out of the way. Let me go check on our seats.
Okay, check it out, Al.
You want to mention this sponsor? Let me go get us a player.
Here's a player, Al. So it looks like we're getting the river queen of spades. Any 10 makes a straight. We are shown a pair of deuces. And couldn't see that hand. But we definitely have Phil Huey's brother dealing right now. Just had a dealer change. Cards in the air. It looks like a limp in from Chris Ochoa, and he moved to seat 1 from seat 3. And Jivvy calls. Johnny just called. Lucas wants to play every hand. And it's checked around. We're going to see a flop. Flop is Jack, Queen 7, a couple diamonds out there. A couple is 3, right? So Johnny leads out. Lucas snap calls. Joey's thinking of folding, and it folds around. We're heads up. Johnny reevaluates with the 8 of spades on the turn. He bets 65. No, more than that. Woo. 75, excuse me. Lucas is never folding here. He has the ace of diamonds in his hand. Johnny's just hoping to fade a diamond on the river. Oh, but it's the ace of clubs. Now, did Lucas catch up and make 2 pair to beat Johnny's 2 pair? Johnny checks. He missed a flush draw. He has 1 pair, no ace. Check, check. Pair. Oh, trip 7s is way good. Holy cow. Good hand, Lucas. Phil Huey's brother deals a great hand to Lucas. Set of 7s on the flop. He's never folding there. Very nice hand. Lucas found a hot seat. Andy raises the 35 under the gun. Jivvy folds. And Johnny's coming in. Doesn't like losing the last pot, so he's going to try and get some chips back. Ochoa folds and Joey folds, so it's heads up. Four, 5, queen, rainbow flop. Andy checks. Johnny checked. 6 of spades on the turn. Andy should lead out here. He checks. Johnny's going to bet his 5. $30. Andy snap calls. How about a low card? Oh, 9 makes a flush, Al. So Andy checks and Johnny checks.
Straight out there.
Ace jack for high.
Pair.
Ace king for high.
Oh my, no pair.
No pairs. Nice bet, Johnny. Good check on the river.
Alrighty, action continues here around our card club. Button moves over to the 9 seat, Yoochan. We have 1 empty seat that hasn't been filled yet. Supposedly, we have a player on the way. Blinds will be Chris Ochoa moved from seat 3 to 1. So Chris Ochoa will be small blind. Andy's a big blind. Jivvy will be first to act. He folds. Madu folds. Johnny comes along for 5. Joey folds. Lucas calls the 5. Yoochan calls 5. The blinds check. We're going to see 4 players go to the flop. King, queen, 6, 2 hearts. Queen, 6 of hearts with the king, check, check. Another king pairs the board. First to bet would be Chris. Everybody calls. Whoops, excuse me. Yoochan gets out of the way. 3 players to 4th Street. To the river, excuse me. Chris bets 25. Andy calls 25. Johnny gets out of the way.
Andy raises.
Andy takes it down. Button is in seat 1. Chris Ochoa. Ochoa straddles for 10. First act. Madu reaching for calling chips. He calls. Johnny gets out of the way. Lucas folds. Looks like Joey's thinking about raising it up, and he does. Looks like $40. Yoochan gets out of the way. Goes over to Andy. Small blind. He's calling. Jivvy gets out of the way. Madu reaching for chips. Contemplating a 40. So 30 more to play. And there's a raise and a call. 100 on top. Joey puts 100 on top. Madu calls. We're heads up to the flop. Big pot brewing here. Flop comes ace, king, queen, rainbow. 2 players. All in announced by Madu. Seed 5.
Man.
Snap call, Joey. Big pot.
King, queen, 2 pair.
2 pair. Ace what? What's that other? What's the other hand? Ace.
Ace 10. He's got a straight
Ace
draw
10.
and 2 pair draw. Oh, he
Yeah,
got a diamond
diamond.
draw. Wow, wow. Oh,
Seven's a blank.
King,
Looks like
queen
the
wins.
2 pair my Madu is
Yes.
going to hold up. It's going to take down a 9. They're running it twice.
Oh,
Excuse
no.
me.
Ace in the window.
There's disaster.
Nice chop.
There's that chop it. That's what usually happens.
Yeah, you don't want to run it twice. You're here to make money.
I
You're here to be
can't.
friendly.
I can't see how they would decide to do that. And
Madu ain't making no money that way.
this guy doesn't tell me he wants to do it, but he doesn't give me the name of the players.
Yeah, he always has it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bought them both. Like, pocketbook, I think. The one I won't get rid of. Yeah, that's true. You got both. If you want a hand, you can wait. 10? Yeah.
In this seat number 2, been straddling all night.
All right, the new player at seat 3.
Andy talks with his hands, as you can see. I don't know what he's saying, but they're all talking with their hands. Oh, it's sign language. $50 raise. I don't know what's happening now. They were all doing the hand gestures.
Italians. They went Italian.
They are Italian? All
Yeah,
of them?
it's Italian night.
Oh, hello.
Speaking with their hands.
Let me speak a little Italian to these guys. Oui, merci.
All right, well, where's the action? Now, Joey raised it to 50.
No.
Madu.
Madu raised 50. Joey just called, and
Yoochan.
Yoochan.
And Chris came along. The new player, which is David at C3, decides to fold, who was the small blind. Looks like Andy on the button calls the 50. We're going to see
That's
a
five-way
flop.
action.
5-way action announced. What do you see there, bud?
7-9 deuce, all rainbow, but that
Wow.
definitely hit somebody. That 9 is going to be
Well,
a key card.
Madu's first to act. He's shuffling around some chips, but he's got that I'm going to check look.
Phil Huey's brother's trying to direct traffic, trying to tell him who is on.
There's that Italian thing. What's che pasta? Che
I'm going
pasta?
to say right now that 9 is a key card in this hand.
Che pasta paisano. Well, Madu is going to bet it up, and it's a big bet. He must have announced a big bet.
200. Only.
You're absolutely right.
Yoochan says that's great.
And that's about the size of the pot, $200. So he makes a pot-sized bet, and he
up.
did get a call. I don't know whether he wanted action or not, but he got it.
I'm going to tell you right now, that 9 is the key card, Al.
9 with the queen of hearts on the turn. I think the queen.
He has to go all in.
I mean,
There he goes.
look at his stack.
He has to go. There's a
Snap call. He might be in trouble.
He's throwing his chips towards him. That's an indication that he don't have it.
7 of hearts pairs the board.
He misses. He has
He's
a big
got
ace.
a 2.
He has a blank ace.
Ace deuce.
Ace 4.
Oh my!
We knew
God.
he didn't have it. I told you the 9 was a key card.
You got that right.
Oh my gosh! How did that happen?
Well, I think Madu made a misstep there, but
Why is he shoving with that flop?
Well, he figured he had one way to win the pot, and the only way he could do that was by betting, but his opponent had other plans.
That's crazy. The 9's the key card.
Well, Yoochan is some spot-on calls tonight, and another spot-on call as far as I'm concerned. And the man is stacking chips highly. Lots of green, lots of red, and he is winning some good hands tonight, playing very well, which is standard for Yoochan. And we're talking about seat number 9. Action continues. The new player, David, with the button, no straddle. Jivvy small blind. Madu reloads.
What did he get, Al? Did you
I don't
see?
know, appeared to be about 200.
There's more than that, bro.
I don't know.
He's got 2 right there. He's shuffling.
You might be right.
Let's say 4, 5.
So I didn't get a good look. So
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
You gave me homework.
Yeah. Told you clean your glasses.
I never did my homework.
Never fails, Al. I think the prescription ran out in your glasses. That's why you can't see right now.
Yes, sir. Anyway, back to
he's
a little
back to Ray.
$30
He's
call.
calling. Yeah.
Button calls, David. And Jivvy's in the hand. There's some fireworks.
5 action. It's 5-way action again now.
5 to the floor. Oh, monster.
All spades. Goodness
Wow.
gracious.
Ace, king, 6, all spades. 5 players.
There's a bet.
And checked around to seat
60.
1, and Chris Ochoa leads out for 60. David, seat 3, gets out of the way. Jivvy is reaching for some calling chips. He's going to call.
Wow.
Madu, well, he
We need a
decides
non-spade
to
on the turn. There we go. Now
10 of diamonds.
Ochoa can keep continuation betting.
He's going to represent, huh?
I know he's going to represent a non-spade because he's putting on.
So Jivvy checked, right?
Not yet. I haven't
Oh,
seen
no?
him do anything. Yeah,
There it is. Okay.
Ochoa's on the spade draw now.
Check, and
It didn't get there.
blank. 4 of
I'm
clubs.
going to say Jivvy has a king, not an ace, at best. A king with a 9 of spades. So he has a pair with a flush draw. He bets 100. He can't win it without betting. Right? 125? He's folding.
Well, remember that
Yeah. Just let her go.
he's leading out. I mean, come on.
He had the flush draw.
He's got to have a hand. I mean,
He check called to fade the spade.
first
And
act.
Chris was betting to hit the spade.
So he also wins the
So-
button. Jivvy takes down another hand. As he accumulates chips, it appears to be a good night for him also. Madu's going to reload. Appears to be about another 400. Madu wants more chips. Another 400, it looks like. Button is on Jivvy. 4, Madu, small blind. Johnny, seat 6, big blind. Lucas folds, Joey folds, Yoochan folds, all the way around to a call of 25. We have 4 players to a flop. Another monster flop. 2 diamonds, king 10 of diamonds with an ace of clubs. 4-way action, first act, Johnny. Seat 6, he checked it over to Chris. Chris checked. Andy leads out, $60 bet. David reaching for some calling chips in seat 3. Now it appears to be stacking for a raise. And he definitely raises it up to 120, it appears to be. So the bet goes from 60 to 120. Action goes to Johnny, reaching for calling chips. Actually, he is raising. He is raising it up, and it's a big raise. It is a $400 total bet. Andy decides to go all in for whatever he's got invested,
Wow.
or whatever he's got
What
left.
has he got there?
And David goes
Oh
ahead.
my gosh, what's happening?
David goes all in, and we have a monster flop, 3-way all
Welcome
in.
to the table, David.
Well,
Goodness
whoa.
gracious.
Well, he came in wanting to play some 5-5, no limit, and he got some action. Johnny made a really big bet. The initial bet was 60 that went to 120, and then Johnny, seat 6, raised it up to 400.
This is off the chain.
Andy, seat 2, goes all in.
Oh my gosh.
And
How big is
following
that
him
hand,
is
Johnny?
David with another all in. Here goes 4th Street. That's a diamond. And we've got 2 diamonds, runner. And Johnny turns over the nut flush.
Wow.
He had the nut flush.
Draw.
He,
Yeah.
Johnny hits the nut flush on 4th Street, only to make it even better.
Wow, Johnny's
because
never
the
folding there.
4th diamond comes on the board on the river, giving somebody else, which is David, had the queen of diamonds.
Oh wow, I didn't see that. Yeah.
And Jivvy had Broadway. So that's how you get paid off. That is how you get paid off in this 5-5 no limit action-packed Rounders live stream poker here at
Andy's done for the
Rounders.
night.
Well, you know, he took a turn for the worse there for a
He
while.
sure did.
And I mean, you know, that's poker, and
Lucas
we have
is racking up.
David is reloading, isn't he? In seat 3, it appears. And so right now we do have a seat.
Ooh, that was a crazy hand. Someone flopped.
Seat
the
2 is
nuts.
going to be open.
Someone's raising with a diamond, and someone had the nut flush draw. That Phil Hughes brother can make some pots grow quickly.
So Andy's calling it a night. So seat 2 is available.
Let's
Let's
see.
see. Lucas
Lucas
is
done.
packing it in. He said, "I've seen enough."
Oh, he's moving
Oh,
seats.
actually, he's moving seats.
Okay.
So
okay.
that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So Lucas is going to take seat 2. Our available seat will be seat 7.
Where's this chip? Okay. They're moving
Yeah,
some more
he's-
chips down
he's,
to him.
Lucas is now in seat
2.
2.
Yes.
And,
You have a seat filler on?
well, Manny's taking care of it. He wants
Manny's taking. I got you. I
Manny
got
said he's going to take care of it. So let's see what happens.
you. Very nice. All right. That's fine. You know, there's a seat. from
Get bet once, not twice.
Yoochan has raised to 35. Man, Johnny's been playing really good. He started out slow, but he's been winning some hands lately.
Well, I'll tell
He
you,
called with the 3 aces against Yoochan.
his stack
This is
is
a great call earlier in the night.
that last hand just.
And yeah, he's
I
never
mean,
folding a nut flush draw.
Oh my
He
God!
loses his whole stack before he folds that hand.
I mean, 4th Street just
Whew.
hits the nut flush. Johnny's playing solid. You're 100% right. And look at his chip stack; it's growing. So we have. Whose chip stacks have constantly been growing? It looks like Jivvy, Yoochan, Johnny, and Joey got back a lot of his chips, and maybe he might be in the winning circle now.
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah.
He got lucky against Ochoa with the jack on the river to make 3 jacks, and he had a
Yeah.
set of aces against what Sobahn told us he had top 2 pair.
Remember Jose Palomino in seat 1 took a little bit of chips. He cashed out a winner. I
Yeah,
can't
Jose's very
remember
solid.
how much, but he cashed out a winner. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough for him to call it a day.
Sure.
Sometimes you
He
know.
probably has to work in the morning. How do he plays cards for a living?
Some people have to work,
Some people.
Yeah.
I know
We're
you're
not
looking
all
at 2 of them over
professional
here.
poker players. Now let's see. Where is the action? Do you see the button is in Madu?
Well, 86 makes it straight.
And
Oh,
the
we
new
got a player.
player is coming in, and I'm trying to recall his name, but I'll find out here in a minute.
We'll check with the tournament director who sat him down. So we're going to go in this hand with no straddle out of Johnny's seat position on the button and seat 6. So we have a new player in seat 7. I don't know his name. I was going to be getting that for us here shortly. Joey is in the big blind. And the action will start with Yoochan, who folds. Ochoa is going to limp in for the big $5. David, who just lost a monster pot, raises to $75 for 15. Little strong there. Maybe he has jacks and doesn't want to see a flop, but Ochoa is definitely folding. $75 into 15 is a little strong. What do you say, Dave?
Yeah, a little bit.
Button moves to our new player sat down. We're going to get some information on him very shortly. Joey's a small blind and Chan is the big blind. Ochoa was first to act in seat 1. Fold, 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 fold. Fold fest. There's a raise up to 20. Joey folds, tries to muck his hand. Gets a little laughter out of that one. I didn't see what he showed. 3 something. Joey wants to keep the straddle alive. Looks like we got a straddle of 10. Come around to Lucas folded. David folded. Jivvy calls. $10. Ochoa raises to 50. Another 40 more, fellas. I think we get one or two callers. Uh-oh. Joey's going to play. So we're three-way action here. Phil Huey's brother's going to give us a flop of 9-2-4. Checks around. 6 of spades on the turn. Ochoa bets 75. He gets two callers. All right, we're going through the river, which is a 10 of clubs. This is a good card.
Alrighty. So where are we at?
Ochoa just let out 75 on the turn, got two callers. And then on the river, he bets 250. Joey hasn't folded yet. He wants to fold. Well, he folds. Ochoa's going to show what?
Alrighty, so where's the button? Seat 9, Yoochan. So our new player is Jorge at seat 7. Jorge.
I know a Jorge. Welcome to the table, Jorge.
Yeah, he's a regular here. Plays a lot of 1-2.
He's a 1-2 specialist
at Rounders Card Club. So Lucas moved over to seat 2 where Andy was, and Jorge took over seat 7, who, speaking, just folds. So it's a $10 straddle. Over to the small blind Chris, he calls. Seat 2, Lucas calls. And Joey checks the 10, so we have...
Going to a flop.
5-way action to the flop.
3 ace king with 2 hearts. Ace king of hearts.
Another big flop. Pairs the board.
Wow, the 3 paired the board. That's kind of dirty. Ochoa leads out 30.
30. Looks like it might be enough to take this pot down, and yes, it is. Good bet. Button moves over to Ochoa in seat 1. He immediately straddles $10. And seat 1, Lucas, small blind. David, seat 3, big blind. Jivvy will be first to act. Seat 4. And we continue the action here in the High Society room at Rounders Card Club with the 5-5 Rounders Live, no limit Texas Hold'em poker. We usually run 6 to 9 every Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure and subscribe and hit the like button. Action goes over to Jivvy. He folded. And Madu decides to raise it up to 40.
Yeah, 40 is a good bet.
Joey snap called to the 40. Goes around a small blind. He folds. Big blind folds. The button, Ochoa, is calling. 3-way action to the flop. Here we go.
Dave, does a straddle always call a $40 bet when he's got $10 in there? Yeah.
Check.
He has
and
position
the button,
on everybody.
Button Ochoa
65.
Bet out a nice $65 bet. Madu snap called. Joey gets out of the way. Another heart. 3 hearts on the turn.
Oh, he leads out 50.
Madu leads out 50 first to act.
Ochoa says, I got a flush.
Oh, he's thinking about raising.
No, he's
Wait
folding.
a minute. I was wrong about that. Madu takes down a pot. Well, he was due.
He hit the king.
Shows
for
the
sure.
king.
Yep.
That was the turn, right?
Yeah, that was the turn.
Button moves over to seat 2. So the turn helped Madu. He leads out a nice bet, takes it down.
Good size pot, right?
Yes, sir.
About
yes, sir.
120 and 50, right?
Yeah, he needs to stack some chips. He's been, he's having, what did he reload twice here?
Yeah,
recently?
he had a rough bluff there with ace
reload.
4.
All right, well, the action's going to start here with Madu. Speaking of Madu, seat 5 folds. Johnny looking like he's reaching for a $5 chip. Calls. Jorge gets out of the way. Joey does his usual. I think I'll raise it up. Yoochan snap calls. And
Ochoa snap calls.
Ochoa puts in 35, and it's only 30. Phil Huey's brother gives him back a 5, and we're into the flop 3-4-way action. Here we go. Spades.
Wow, 3 spades on the flop. This guy's good. He's a spade flopper. Not diamonds, not clubs, not even hearts. Oh, and he puts a spade on the turn.
4
completing
spades.
the ace of spades dream card.
I tell you, that'll bring some action right there.
Pair to board.
Maybe maybe not. What do we got in the pot here? Looks like $150 pot. Somebody got two pairs. Oh
good.
my! Nobody
No one
has a spade.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Anybody bets, they take it down. 100%.
Yeah. So a little scoop there for Ochoa in seat 1. He laughs a little bit and giggles about that. I mean, hey,
Wow,
button moves over. You know,
4 people in that hand. No one has a spade.
a win's a win. No spade, no bet.
That was
Looks like the button is over in the
I did not
threes.
see that coming.
Yeah, seat 3, David. Small blind Jivvy. Madu will be the big blind. First act will be Johnny.
Any questions? Why was 9 the key card? From me, experience playing poker, I just felt like the 9 that hit somebody. And just on a hunch, I just happened to be right. I didn't put Madu on a pair, and he didn't have a pair. So that's why I was thinking the 9 was the key card.
Madu bets 25. Johnny calls 25. Jorge calls 25.
That was from
Chris
Mike.
gets out of the way.
The question was from Mike. So just a hunch, Mike, that the 9 was the key card.
Lucas called also.
Here we have basically the
same.
same flop as before, but
Checked all the way around.
I have to say the ace is the key card on this turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Madu leads out
So-
again. It's a continuation bet, possibly. And
We can't see any of the whole cards. We're just speculating and
We have a
based on
5.
betting and calling that.
Let's see if Madu
Yeah.
continues to paint the same picture.
Daniel
Looks like he
Negreano's not the
checked
only
at
one
this
that can
time.
predict cards.
And checked all the way around to Lucas. And Lucas bet $60.
Lucas wins
as
in any seat.
Madu flop.
Lucas won in seat 7. I was winning
Madu
in seat
folds. Jorge folds. And Lucas scoops another nice little
2.
pot.
Dave, you playing the tournament tonight?
Lucas is doing well. Look at his chip stack.
We have 24 minutes left in the $50 deep stack, $1,500 guarantee. Come on out to Rounders. We got 35 players. Should get up close to about 50. Should be a nice little turnout, nice little pool prize. So come on out and join us at Rounders Card Club.
Yeah, 4 action-packed tournament tables going. Also, we have 4 action 1-2 no limit Texas Hold'em poker tables going. Lots of seats available, and also the 5-5 no limit high society that we are streaming now continues for a few more hours, even after we stop our broadcast. Here comes the turn for pairing the board. Checked around to the river. King of Hearts.
Queen 5, 2 pair. Oh, queens and 9s with a king kicker.
Queen
It
kicker
shows a
must be
5.
good.
The
Queen.
5 is no good. Nice hand.
Chris.
Ochoa.
takes down another one. The button moves over to seat 5. That's good. It'll come. It'll come.
There's a straddle from Madu.
Fitting.
Fitting.
First to act, Jorge. Let's see if he's going to call. Small blind Johnny calls. Button. Screen. There.
Wow, big bet, Madu. 200 on top.
He's trying to make things happen.
He don't want to see a $15.
I'll tell you, that's what you call defending your straddle.
David's not calling $200. There's only $50 out there.
Well, that might be exactly
Show
what
it.
he wants. Ace Queen shows Ace Queen.
Yeah, but $200.
Well, you know,
You take it down.
a win's a win. You
Take
take it
down
out.
the $50 and be happy, right?
Well, you know, you got to start somewhere. You know, he's regrouping.
He is definitely regrouping. This is going to be the last hand of the night for us.
We'd like to
see. Go ahead, Al.
We'd like to thank y'all, whoever's out there, and we especially enjoyed chatting. Hope we got to everybody's questions and chats. We are going to call it a night. We had a fun-filled evening. JT,
Man, I had
Dave,
a great time here watching this last
and Mike
last
Davis.
hand. We got a 5-4 deuce board, 2 diamonds. But thank you all for supporting and watching the Rounders Live stream. Don't forget to click on your subscribe and notification bell. And check out all our videos that are out there. Hit like, please. That'll help us out. And we definitely appreciate your support.
So don't forget, you do have 20 minutes to come out and play the $50 deep stack, $1,500 guarantee. Also, the live action 1-2 tables, 4 going strong, as well as the 5-5 no limit. Right now, the table is full. We've gone through most of the waiting list, so there is some 5-5 action going to continue even after we stop this broadcast. But there's a lot of action out here tonight. Come on out and play some poker. The other thank you goes out to Rounders Card Club. This is Big Stack Studio getting ready to sign off here pretty soon.
Al, let's say thank you to Tad, Robert, Mike, Jaime, Blake. Who else is out there? Billy, William,
Jaime
Tony
Flores.
Thank you guys
Tony
for all your
Garza.
questions tonight. Sorry we didn't get to all of them, but we really appreciate the chatting. We'll do a little bit more of it in the future.
Tony Garza, Johnny Martinez, Billy, Jaime Flores, William Hastings.
And the last hand of the night was a straight versus a full house.
We really enjoy seeing all these chats and the correspondence. And Tadpole, hello to you. Thanks for, I see quite a few comments, Tadpole, and thank you very much.
We are
We
Rounders
will
Live.
be back at 6
Dave?
next Tuesday. Thanks, Dave. Is Dave
Thanks,
here?
guys. We appreciate it. Join us next Tuesday. We'll be back at 6 next Tuesday.
Hey, what did I tell you? I said I'm going to do a
Good night.